Hello everyone, it's your boy Prophet Ryan. I'm back with another video, another interesting video, another interesting topic, people. And as you know, people, I'm out here out here chilling in the wild. It's not the wild, but you know, it's beautiful, man. You get me? And I'm just sitting there, I'm just relaxing by myself, and I'm just at peace with myself, people. And I'm just meditating. I'm just thinking about why the world is so goddamn evil, man. Listen. It's hard to be a walking light in the world. It's hard to live in a world of darkness and do the right thing. Because when you're doing the right thing, people seem to make it seem like you're doing the wrong thing. And they're quick to say that you're mad. You've lost it. You don't know what you're talking about. You get me? When truth be told, a lot of people are not woke and they're dumbed down to certain things. And this is what they want, people. This is what the government want. Because when people are like this, they laugh. And it's easy for them because they know they cannot be conquered by the people. You get me? Now, I've been on the internet today, people, and I've seen an article from the government. And it's really bad because a lot of kids can actually see stuff like this, yeah, and end up going to do suicide. A lot of parents can see things like this and start treating their kids that has a lot of body weight certain type of way. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, what's Prophet Ryan talking about? What's going on? Sorry there, people. You lot are going to hear. You know, when you got important things to say and you start getting the itchy throat and all of these things trying to cut me up, trying to mess me up from doing this video. But anyways, people, man, like I was saying, people, I seen an article. And this article, people, was the government, right? And what they were saying was, fat kids is costing them a lot of money. And it's going to cost them billions. Now, for them to be singling, I'm not a skinny bloke. I've got a lot of weight on me. But when have the government give me money to put towards my food shopping or to help me with my food shopping? And I know a lot of people out there can say that. Right now, the people are at war with their mind right now, because we have to think and wonder, where we're going to get our next meal from? Where we're going to get money from to pay our bills? How are we going to stand on top of our bills? Can we run to the government for help? No, we can't. Who can help us? Only the true and living God that help us out in hard times to keep our mind on our body when we're going through certain things in life. How can kids and fat kids cost the government billions when in the schools all they're doing is giving the kids one meal a day? If you get into school, people, as a kid, I was going to school, yeah? I'll get into school from 8 a.m. in the morning. But if I tell you the truth, from once I get into school at 8 o'clock in the morning, the government should really have man's breakfast ready. Ready. As I come through the school doors, the breakfast, every student should be getting free breakfast every day. And that's before 12 o'clock lunch. They should have porridge there. They should have toast. They should have eggs, bacon, beans, the whole full English, before we go into the classroom and start our work. Did you know sometimes that life was so hard? Did you know that sometimes life was so hard? I was going to school, and it wasn't only me, it was a lot of students. Not everyone's parents had it like that. I was going to school without having a hot cup of chocolate. Breakfast in the morning sometime. Because we couldn't have it like that. We couldn't afford it like that. And knowing that in those, you have to do 2 lessons before lunchtime, 12 o'clock, yeah? And man's stomach is rumbling, you know? Stomach is going, oh. Stomach is rumbling. And we got to sit through 2 lessons. How can we even study and learn properly without even having a steady breakfast in the morning, if our parents can't afford it all the time? People haven't just started suffering now. We've been suffering long before that. But these are the things that people don't talk about. And then when lunchtime comes now, people, they give us a free school meals, right? It's baby tray. That keeps us going. Fair enough. But then anything else like Chris drink and stuff like that, you'll have to pay for it. So now we're a kid and now we have to pay for things like this. When the schools are working with government, the government own the schools, which means that everything should be funded for free. Schools should be giving people 2 meals a day, not just lunch. And then kids have to wait to go home to eat dinner. 6 o'clock. Oh, people. So listen, we have to go through all of that studying, wait for lunchtime to eat a lunch, and then go through a whole evening of studying again. and then wait to get home to eat dinner. And we're at a time now where the government is printing way more money than ever because they're using the money to fund war in Ukraine, fund war in different countries. How you see what's going on here? It's all about sacrificing again, because all they're thinking about is themselves and thinking about doing negative stuff, doing demonic stuff. You can tell that the government don't serve God, and people should see this by now. Who is the government working with, people? The matrix system, the dark side of things. The government is not for the people, but instead, they don't mind the people keep breeding and having kids or bringing kids into this world so they can keep making money. People are suffering, bringing kids into the world to suffer for the government's use. Because we know once they sign that birth certificate, we all know what comes after that. They own us. They own us. And that's why when you're working, you have to give them all that tax money. And when you're not working, they force you to sign on so they can monitor you and watch you. And then they force you to get into a job you don't like. Because that birth certificate, you already signed that contract. You get what I'm trying to say? So when you sign, once that contract is signed, then it's basically now, you work on their terms. You have to do everything on their terms. You get me? And that's how they've been doing it. And it's always been like that. Yeah, it's always been like that. So we have to open our eyes and look into things, people, and understand the truth of the scenario. You get me? Sorry, people, I had to lower my voice because, yeah, I was attacked at both angles. People walking past, so it's not just me, the party. You got some nice people out here walking their animals, man. And you can see a lot of people out here are going through hard times right now. And they come out here and they walk around just to get a peace of mind. And a lot of families are having money issues right now, so it's like it's causing a lot of arguments in their homes. And you don't even have to ask them to know these things, people. People are falling out. Families are falling out right now because of money. Rent's going up, everything's going up. But then the government are talking about fat kids are costing them billions. What type of nonsense is that? Listen, when this video does go around the world and people do see this, I want people to comment. I want to know what the government have done for you, physically and spiritually. I want to know as well, when have the government ever built up anyone spiritually? You get me? The government, they're all hiding this type of nonsense. But now they're trying to come up with excuses. Fat kids is costing them billions. I was always a fat kid and the government never gave me nothing. They've never put food on my table before. I know everyone can relate. Who have the government gave money to put food on the table? What, the little cost of living that they gave twice, 300 quid? That we finished in a week. Because once you do shopping for yourself and your family, you can't even get yourself a pair of trainers after that. And I'm talking for the poor people here. Because you have a lot of people out there that sold their soul. And they've been given, things have been added onto them from the dark side. And we're not going down that road. I'm not going that road. I'm suffering until God's ready for me and give me mine. I'm suffering until God breaks the shackles and spells and spirits that have been put on me since a baby to grow up and come out. Like they said, they wanted me to come out with nothing. They wished I came out to be nothing. They wished I came out to be no one. But let me tell you something. God is in control of my destiny. Because when they can dumb me down and try to dumb me down to make me feel like God is not real, like to say that we cannot connect with the Most High God himself, the Creator, you're having a laugh. Those days are over with now. And the days where they try to kill people spiritually for talking the truth, once you know God and God got his hands on your life, those days are over with now. I shall speak. Ain't nobody coming to kill me. They can try. They could try. But I'm out here, B. I'm out here. You get me? They say freedom of speech, but it's not freedom of speech. Because everyone is still shivering to speak and open their mouth. Because once you do open your mouth, they're doing some expensive fucking witchcraft. That's where everyone's money's going. Everyone's money's going into them doing expensive rituals and witchcraft. You get me? That's why we're paying the tax. That's why our tax money's going to the royal family and for them to have parties and do expensive rituals and expensive witchcraft and fund war. War that don't even need to be happening. Why do they think? I heard them talking about sending people to Ukraine to fight war. I'm just sitting there thinking, listen, these people can't even fight for themselves. Look at them, you see them on TV, you can see a bunch of nerds. They're not even real people, fucking demons. They just upset me, man. Because they move and talk like they've been giving us money or they've been helping us people, the citizen. Right now, a lot of people are at war of their mind because they don't know what the next step's going to be. And then people are not opening their eyes and they're still having kids. And kids are coming and growing up to suffer now, which is going to lead the parents to do something stupid. People are sacrificing each other for money out here. And it's not even good. It's not even good. That's how bad it is. It's always been like that, but it's even worse now. Even kids are doing it. You got to be careful of kids these days. Everyone's wearing a flipping mask. You don't know who's who anymore. You get me? No one's telling the truth. Everyone's lying. You get me? So, yeah, man. We have to understand people, like, yeah, man. We have to sort this out. Yeah.
Yes, there was.
Right. Yeah, man. We have to sort this out, people, man. You get me? Because, yeah, man. Yeah, a little family walking past right now, so you get me? Look, a lot of stress on their plate, people. A lot of stress on their plate. A lot of people are not talking about it, you know, because people think they can't talk to no one about this because who have they got to talk to, really? You get me? But let me tell you something. There's a lot of good people out there, people, and you can talk to them. You can all have vibes with them, and you can talk to them about life like this, and they understand what's going on. But you can see already they've given up. They've lost hope, people. They've lost hope. You told them, oh, so what are we going to do about this, man? We need to speak up. We need to get ourselves on a level. But then again, people are arguing about what type of gods they serve. And that fucking throws everything off at the end of the day. Because I know I'm serving the true and living God, the Alpha and the Omega. I know Jesus Christ died for my sins. But a man's going to be telling me about his God, his idol that he's worshipping, not knowing that he's worshipping a fucking demon, people. So that again just messes everything up. So that's another distraction. You get me? But I'm going to cut this video here, people, man. I just want people to know, listen. The government are trying to put the blame on fat kids now, saying that they're costing them billions. And they know they're not giving no one money. They don't give no family money. No fat kid can come and talk and say government put cake on their table. Because they're not the ones that put my weight on. I'll tell you that right now. They didn't put my weight on my body on, fam. You get me? So the government can keep on going around in scandals and coming up with all these lies and all of these jokes. But at the end of the day, people, the joke's on them. Because once people find out the truth and everyone starts getting awoke, because there's a lot of people people are waking up slowly, you know. People are waking up, people are starting to see the bullshit what's going on. People are starting to see people get exposed. You get me? God is working overtime right now. And the devils that are working overtime as well to try and drag people down. We want to be dragged up. So we got to stay on track. We got to stay on path. We got to get right with the Most High God. You get me? So I'm going to leave this video here, people. I just want everyone to know, listen, the government is playing mind games again, and they're trying to trick us. And now they're trying to blame the fat kids. And what's happening if people start taking out their anger on the fat kids now? Because these people, the government is programming this type of nonsense in them. And then you know how much people that's got a lot of weight on them, and they're getting bullied every day, bullied in school, bullied around the place. People then calling them fat, and then the government's going to join in and say that the fat kids are using up their money. All I see is sacrifices, people, because it takes nothing for that to go on a kid's brain now, and then that starts starts playing on their head, and they go and string themselves up and kill themselves. It doesn't take family members now to be brainwashed by the government and from hearing that now and start cutting down food and cutting down feeding their kids. Don't buy into the bullshit, people. Use your own mind. Don't use their mind, because they'll turn you to a demonic person out here. And we want to stay free from sins. We're all sinners. But the more we can stay free from sins, the better person we'll be, the better spirit we'll have. And it's the more that we can all share love, peace, and unity between each another and everyone in the world. And we can bring love back into the world. And apart from that, people, I'm going to leave this video here. It's your boy, Prophet Rye, man. Stay blessed. Peace.